I would say first, as the designers and builders and clients of these projects, we have a lot of control. So we can talk about things like optimal roof pitches and orientation from the outset. And so I knew it was something we wanted to consider. Uh, the reason it was so attractive for my projects was that solar power production represented a way to get money back into the tenants' pockets. So uh, to understand that, you have to think about how a housing voucher works. When a tenant has a housing voucher, that's money for their total housing burden, represents both their utilities as well as their rent. So if we can minimize the amount that they're spending on utilities, then we can stretch their voucher further. Sometimes they don't need the entirety of their voucher for a comparable property in the same zip code. And in that case, the agency issuing the voucher can get that money back and they can use that money to house more people. So even without changing rents, we're getting more mileage out of the voucher system. We're preserving state and federal housing dollars, and we're able ultimately to get more people into secure housing. The trick is getting the solar panels onto the units. Obviously, the tenants don't have a lot of incentive to install solar panels that they own on my properties. And that's a problem in Portland. With PGE's current rules, uh, the person on the electrical bill can only receive credit for the power generated by a solar array if they own that solar array. So out of the gates, it's really hard for a tenant to recoup any of that money. So what I do on my properties is I actually pay all their electric bills. At the end of every month, I send them a PDF. It shows the total amount of power they used, as well as the power generated by the panels. And then I just charge them for the net power generated. So they're effectively able to save that money themselves.